We all know how beautiful and alive Coruscant feels, but so do a lot of other sci-fi cities, so why does Coruscant feel so different? For me, the biggest difference always was that Coruscant never just felt like a cool futuristic background, it felt like a real place. And honestly, I think that's why it's stuck with so many Star Wars fans for so long. Coruscant feels like the center of galactic history. The Senate, the Jedi Temple, Republic politics, crime, lower levels, nightlife, there's always something happening. Whether it's in the prequels, the Clone Wars, or even Andor, the city always feels alive in a way that goes beyond visual. It feels inhabited. And fun fact, the name Coruscant actually comes from Timothy Zahn before George Lucas fully brought the planet into the movies. The 5,127 levels of Coruscant aren't just one giant glorious Republic capital city. You have the wealthy upper levels, the middle class districts around levels 1000 to 3000, the criminal underworld starting around level I think 1313 and below, and then you have the deep undercity. The lowest habitable zones are where ancient ruins, forgotten technology, criminals and refugees all coexist in the darkness, and honestly, that kind of layered world building is exactly what makes Coruscant feel so real to me. It's not just one clean futuristic city, it feels like an actual civilization with history, class division, politics, corruption, and millions of individual stories happening at the same time. And we don't even talk about what's below level 1. Something else that makes Coruscant feel so special to me is that the city almost reflects the state of the galaxy itself. During the Republic era, Coruscant feels alive, hopeful, elegant, and full of possibilities. Even with all the corruption already starting to grow beneath the surface, it still feels like people are trying to build something better. But by the time the Empire takes over, the atmosphere changes completely. The city starts feeling colder, more controlled, and more militarized, and I think that's what makes Coruscant so memorable compared to a lot of other sci-fi cities. It doesn't just stay visually impressive, it evolves with the story of the galaxy itself. Coruscant feels huge because we almost never fully understand it. We never truly see all of Coruscant. There's always another mystery, another district, another level hidden beneath everything else. And I honestly doubt even the Jedi fully know everything happening on the planet. That's part of what makes Coruscant feel so special to me. It doesn't just feel like another sci-fi city. Sometimes Coruscant honestly feels bigger than entire sci-fi universes by itself, not because of power scaling or giant battles, but because it feels endless. Like there are millions of stories happening there at the same time that we never even get to see. And I think that's what gives Coruscant this feeling of being a real civilization instead of just a cool futuristic backdrop. It feels ancient, layered, and full of thousands of years of history and culture built on top of itself. And exactly that's why Coruscant stayed so memorable for so many Star Wars fans. Not just because it looks visually impressive, but because it actually feels alive. It feels like a place with history, culture, politics, crime, mystery, and all the other things I already said, existing at the same time. And I honestly have to thank George Lucas for creating a planet and a city that still feels this fascinating decades later. Because even after all these years, Coruscant still feels endless. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. This has been another entry in the PadawanJournal. May the Force be with you.